Or you know what? We have to come back for that safe anyway, so I say we just keep heading down so we don't waste the fucking. Another winter coat. Great. I'm gonna need two of them. That way we don't waste the flare. We just keep going down, keep going down. This is where Fluffy usually is at if she's here. She's usually hiding around here somewhere. She nabs you as you turn the corner in the dark. If I'm gonna fight a wolf, I'm not gonna waste a bullet unless I'm specifically going for the coat. I'm just gonna stab him and make sure I have painkillers and old man liching on me, and I'll use flares, torches, anything I can. I know that sounds macho and unrealistic, but it's the way it works in this game. You know, your bullets are precious. Don't use them on a wolf because wolf meat gets you sick, especially after the new patches. You'll get sick and die from eating too much wolf meat. It's not worth it, in my opinion. So hopefully we find a knife or a nice hatchet. There's some wood here. I'm excited to get the knife because we passed by quite a few corpses, and that means quite a few hides, and hopefully a little bit of meat too, right? Is that a tinder? Or what is that? Fire Striker. That's a good find. We don't even have to worry about matches anymore. Good find. Oh my god. And we're going to check the other balcony, the other tier on the other side. And a lot of people forget about that tier when I see them doing runs here on YouTube or Twitch or anything. It's over here, guys. I'm not saying that everybody forgets, but I see people forgetting about it, and I forget about it sometimes, even though I know where it is, you know, because I'm just a dummy sometimes. Um, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What do we have here? We got the hatchet. I guess we don't need a knife right now. Ooh, rifle cartridge or a bullet. It's a bullet. Why do they call it a cartridge? Um, the hatchet will get the job done. We have a whetstone, right? To sharpen. So as long as we have a whetstone, it don't really matter. But I would like to also have a knife, if if that's okay with people. Um, let's go ahead and drop that. And we have a bunch of lantern fuel, so I think we could go ahead and pull out the storm lantern. Oops, I let it go. Well, now that I'm doing that, I should bring up a little trick that I have. If you're just looking for loot in a small shadowy space like this, instead of turning on your light and wasting lantern fuel, just flicker it. And it lights the area so that you can see where your loot is and pick it up real quick. But right now, we should just probably turn it on, right? That's bright. The storm lantern is brighter than the other one. But the other one seems like it doesn't burn as much fuel, or at least that's what I think. That's what it seems like. Is that another storm lantern? It probably has fuel in it, so let's just take it, even though it's heavy, because we could ditch it when it runs out, and we'll ditch it in a place where we know where it's at. We could use that. We could fix it. I mean, it's an arrow. That's an that could kill a deer too. I prefer the gun. I prefer to use the gun as long as I can because the the thing about the bow and arrow is that it takes a long time to make that shit. To make one bow takes a couple days, or to make one arrow takes a few days. To make a bow takes like a week, and it's just the gun. All you have to do is keep it clean, have bullets, point, shoot, one shot. The thing is dead. Deer's dead, and you have meat for a week. You know, I just prefer the gun. But the bow is cool too. But I haven't played long enough with the bow to actually get good. And when you come down here, don't go out this door because you will lock yourself out, and then you'll have to go around like two different maps just to get back to where you were, and it's embarrassing. And I've done it before, so I highly recommend not doing it if at all possible. I feel like we're missing something. No, it's not here. It's down here. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a whole other section down here. So let's keep moving. Let's keep on moseying along. It would be nice if there was something in those vats, like gasoline or something that we could use for torches. You know, some scrap metal. Scrap metal's always good. I don't know why scrap metal would just be lying there on the corner, but okay. And we got a whetstone. If we didn't have one now, we have one. And anything in here? Stale chocolate bar. Keep us fed. Actually, I think we're gonna have to answer our immediate needs real quick, guys. It seems like we're dehydrated, right? Are we? Yup, we're parched and we're hungry. So let's go ahead and take care of that need real quick. Let's see. We'll eat the energy bar, the one that's going bad. We'll take care of that first. We'll eat the moldy chocolate bar. And we got 3 grape sodas. Let's drink one for now. We're gonna have to make some water as soon as we get outside and we're able to make a frickin' melt some snow and whatnot. Another granola bar. Granola bars are good. And I mean in real life. In the game, I don't think they have a particular benefit, but I love granola bars. They're just so tasty, and they make you poop. You know, I probably sound like such an old man right now, but the older you get, the more pooping becomes important. Because you get to the point where you get constipated, and then that shit builds up in your stomach, and you don't want to be constipated. It's a bad feeling. So I could understand, like when I was a kid, I would see those constipation commercials, and I was like, why are these old guys, they're so concerned about pooping and shit. And now I get it. You don't want to be constipated. That because that shit eventually it's going to come out, and it's going to all come out at once, and it's going to hurt. So, there will be blood. Montezuma's revenge. I don't know why that made me laugh. I haven't laughed at a joke like that in a while. That's stupid. That's why you see like little kids, they like fart and poop jokes, and adults like 30-year-olds, they like fart and poop jokes because they get it. Kids and adults, they get the fart and poop stuff, but teenagers are like, it's stupid. It's because it's like when you're a teenager, you don't fart or poop anymore. You hold it in all the time so that you don't get embarrassed in front of girls. So, man, teenagers are so stuck up. I can't believe I was one, and yes, I was stuck up too. Fucking hate teenagers though. When I was a teenager, I hated teenagers. So it's not an old man thing. I think teenagers are crazy. They get you in trouble. Don't hang out with them. They will get you in trouble. You know, they want to smoke pot and they want to drink beer and they're not old enough. And when they do, they say, "Oh, I can handle myself." And then when they do it, they start acting crazy and they start trying to beat people up. And it's like they want to go to prison. I don't know what's wrong with with kids. When I was a kid, I used to party and shit, and I never had a good time at parties. I always ended up getting in trouble or meeting a girl who was nothing but trouble, and it just never was worth it. So I don't party anymore. I mean, I'm only 24. I should be partying, but I don't see what the big deal is. It's like I've already been there. I've already done that. What is there to do? What is there to experiment with anymore? It's, I mean, you can only drink and try drugs. How many times are you going to try a drug once? You know what I'm saying? Before you end up becoming an addict or something. And that's not on my agenda as a quote unquote old man. And we still have lantern fuel. And we have another couple of lanterns, so I'm not really hurting right now. But the flickering is getting a bit annoying. But I would say that this was a pretty good haul. We got a lot of cool stuff. Should we? Yeah, we should drink that. Summit soda. I would assume the Summit soda is like Sprite or Sierra Mist or something. We got water too. What else do we got? What am I looking for again? Well, hold on. Before I get all crazy, we started off with boots, but we found better boots. So I guess that's good. A worn winter coat. a new wool hat. 0.9 and 0. 0.9 and 0.9. Might as well keep that. Worn thin wool sweater. Is that a heavy? It's a heavy wool sweater, so 0.5, 0.3. 0.7. New work boots 2 and 1. What was this again? 3.5. Work boots or leather boots? I think the leather boots would be better. Leather boots are warm. Work boots, they're not necessarily reliable. Okay, and then we'll turn stuff into cloth, and then we'll do some sewing when we get home. And home, by the way, is going to be the office. I like to live out of the office. I like to pretend that I'm a Michael or Dwight or any of those guys. Wilderness Kitchen. I never saw that book. That's a new one. So what? Will that increase our cooking ability or something? There's usually a cup of coffee in there. But there wasn't. I thought that was a bandage. Was that plastic cup that I can't get? There's usually crackers behind there. I see a lot of YouTubers forgetting that, and I forget sometimes. But there's a box of crackers, and it's almost always there. But people don't think to look there, and I know that's not a big deal. It's just crackers, but I think it's hilarious that people overlook stuff like that. As do I. I'm sure people are watching my videos right now and or in the future and saying, "Man, you're such a noob. You're missing this. You're missing that. There was a hatchet there. There was a knife there, and you're crying about wanting a knife. And there's a box of bullets that you keep walking by." Yeah, I get it. I get it. We all have our own play styles, though. This is a game that you could play it in so many different ways. The main goal is to survive. And you can survive a long time, but it's not easy. You have to work for it. There's this guy, and he played the game for a few months. I think it was like 6 months, and he survived in game for like 5 years on Jackrabbit Island most of the time. And that's amazing to me, and I would like to get to that point. Like, gee, that sounds like a big time waster, but if you're going to be playing video games, you might as well have a goal, and you might as well record that goal. Why not? So we got a lot of cool stuff. If that counts for anything. We already checked back here. Did we check this? I think we did. Okay. And can you use the jerry can? Can you use that as lantern fuel? I never quite figured that out. Oh, there's 22 in here. I'm gonna save the torch for another time, I think. And we'll ditch the empty lanterns and just take the best one that we have. Where are we at right now? We're a little thirsty. We're full. We're tired and we're cold. So I think we could read our books for a while, do a little sewing, sleep, wake up, and then head back to the office or something. You know what I mean? Sounds like a good idea to me. Good little plan. Let's make sure that we didn't forget anything on the way back. It's just, if you're going to be double tracking or going to be repeating your steps and stuff, you might as well look around. Keep your eyes open. Oh, see, we passed over a knife. Now we have the knife. Speaking of which, we should probably go outside and cut open that deer. The one that's closest to us. So we have firewood, so we could cook it and everything. That's gonna be so sweet. Such a long slog back. My gosh. Yeah, that door is the door to evil. Ugh. If you're not like at full stamina and if you don't have like a lot of food and stuff, you will die there. And there's saplings and stuff, but it's not worth it because then you have to go through 2 whole maps of hell just to get back home. I mean, if you've ever been stuck there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No, exactly. What is that? What was that? That looked weird. That looked like a tail hanging out of the door. Like the door slammed on someone's tail. It didn't look, or something's tail. Someone's tail. Too much Skyrim. Too much Skyrim. Someone's tail, man. That's funny. People don't have tails. You know, they say that some babies are born with tails. I wonder what happens if they don't pull them off or they don't cut them off and they just leave the tail there. Does it eventually fall off, or can the person grow with the tail, like like in Dragon Ball Z, like you know, like Raditz when he's a grown up, he has a tail, or Goku when he's like a teenager, he has a fucking tail, and it's pretty insane. Speaking of which, I just snapped. I don't know why tails remind me of that, but we have one whole room left that we haven't checked, including a safe. And if you don't know how to crack safes, I'm gonna show you how to do it. So prepare yourself before you scare yourself, because I don't know. If you're scared, go to church. I'm so tired. You know, my sleeping pattern's been messed up because I've been sick and stuff, and my sleeping pattern has made it so that the afternoon is the middle of the night, and the middle of the night is the afternoon, or actually early morning. And yesterday, my little cousin was here, and she was loud as fuck, and I asked her to stop, and she got louder, and I couldn't sleep at all, man. I could not sleep at all, and it's awful. You know, she was playing with my dog, and the dog was going crazy and acting like a monkey, and I did not get very good sleep, and it was awful. And I had to talk to somebody about that because it wasn't fair to me. You know, I don't wake people up on purpose and if I do, I at least try to be sensible. I at least try to be quiet and stuff. But when I sleep, it's a different story, I guess. So whatever. But let's rummage this drawer real quick. Drawer or drawer? I just call them drawers, like drawer, like it's its own word, like Joor, drawer, or drawer, Jor, I guess. But it's a drawer. It's a drawer, like you're drawing. You know, he's a drawer, and that's a drawer, a drawer. That must be French or something. That's a weird combination of letters. It, it's just like mush mouth, like drawer, drawer, bonjour, drawer. You know what I mean? It's mush mouth. I see French as the mush mouth language. I'm sorry if I offended any French people out there. I just don't speak French because it's really pretentious for a muff mouth for a mush mouth language. You know, really pretentious. And I know I'm one to talk. I can't even speak English. Okay, this is kind of tricky. I'm probably gonna have to turn back the volume. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn on the volume. I can't hear nothing. Or is that it? It was what? 69, right? 59. Then you go this way. You see which way I'm going, right, guys? That was 52. And you want to go slowly. I'm sorry if I'm taking a long time. I'm looking at the locks. Did it. That's how you do it. Oh, we got a parka. And I got one in my last run, so that's some good luck. A parka and anything else? Insulated boots, baby. So that means we could basically tear open the other stuff, right? But let's go ahead and drop our shitty lanterns that aren't doing anything for us right now. Where's the insulated boots? Decent insulated boots. And the parka. The parka. And what else? Let's eat some of this to celebrate. And we should probably go outside and tear open that deer. But before we do that, let's see. Man, we got a lot of good stuff. This is a hell of a haul. But we might as well drop that. And drop that. And we should probably take a nap. Like a 2-hour nap. Then we're probably gonna have to store some stuff. I hate to say it. But we can't take everything back with us at once. So probably gonna take back the food though. Yeah, we gotta take back the food. But we might leave some sewing kits here or something. So we'll leave them in here. And this first locker. We got accelerant. We got we could tear that stuff up though. So I don't really know what I want to put away. I mean, we even have a quality toolbox, so I'm kind of at odds of what I want to do here. I'll make a compromise. We'll work on our clothes right now, and we'll tear up everything that we're not wearing, basically. So ragged winter coat. Let's tear up the coat. So we have the parka, right? Ragged leather boots, worn leather boots. Then we have the decent insulated boots.